The Untold Truth 369.
Grand Rising, y'all. Peace and love to all the gods and goddesses of planet Kai. Peace and love to everything vibing high. Peace and love, peace and love, peace and love. I know it's a little early, so it's going to be a little dark, so bear with me. Bear with me. But yesterday we were discussing the topic of Muladhara, okay? Or the root chakra. Today we'll be discussing the next chakra that's up. The next chakra up, which is the sacral. Okay? So we're focusing on the sacral chakra. We have the root, and then it's the sacral. And the next is the solar plexus, which we will be going over tomorrow. Sorry, y'all. I'm a little tired. But we're gonna talk a little bit about the sacral chakra. Okay. Now, what the sacral chakra is, okay? The sacral chakra, the location is right below the navel. Right below the navel. Alright? Approximately 2 inches below the navel. That's where the sacral chakra is. The color of the sacral chakra is orange. Okay? One of my favorite colors. So the root chakra is red. The sacral is orange. Okay? And it's located below the navel. Approximately 2 inches below the navel. So the womb area. Okay? Now, it represents creativity, sexuality, and it's the center of pleasure. So this is where all your like lustful intentions come from. Like if you're sexually active, overtly sexually active, like that's I think that's overstimulation of the sacral chakra. But we're gonna get into that. The element of the sacral is water, hence the womb, right? So the root chakra is earth, sacral is water, all right? And solar is fire, okay? Heart is air, okay? But the mantra associated with the sacral is VAM, V-A-M. So the root is LAM, right? And the sacral is VAM, V-A-M. So it's VAM, like that, V-A-M. Now, some stones or crystals associated with the sacral chakra is citrine, and most of these stones are going to be of an orange tint. So citrine, carnelian, moonstone, and coral. Those are some of the stones that's associated with the sacral chakra. Okay? The symbol of the sacral chakra is 6 petals of the lotus flower and a circle containing a crescent moon. That's the symbolism of the sacral chakra. Now, essential oils you can use are Lang Lang, sandalwood, which I love sandalwood. It smells really good. Clary sage, rose, and jasmine. Jasmine smells really good, and rose smells really good. Those are flowers. But Those oils, for people who don't know about the oils and the opening your chakras with oils, you can use, it's either essential oils, meditation, or journaling or something like that. I forgot the third one, but I know oils and meditation. Oh, yoga, that was the other one. So yoga, meditation, and oils, those are like the three main ways in opening your chakras and balancing out your chakras. So when I'm telling you guys these oils to use and these crystals, make sure to have those crystals around you and those oils around you whenever you are meditating, to further enhance the meditation that you're doing in order to open these chakras up. Okay? The organs associated with the sacral, remember I told y'all there's, when you have a blocked chakra, they affect you on all levels, even the physical level. Okay? They affect your organs and everything. Okay? So it's of significant importance that we unblock and cleanse our chakras, okay? But the organs associated with the sacral is the kidneys, the urinary bladder, reproductive system, and the genitals. So again, if you're like overly sexually active, then I think you're putting too much energy into your sacral chakra. But we're going to talk more about that later. The healing foods you can use to help open your chakra also are oranges, which I love oranges, hence the color of the chakra is orange. Coconuts, melons, sweet fruits, and cinnamon. And I love all of those. Now, an imbalance of your chakra is going to lead you to have these typical attributes. Lack of repressed creativity, meaning you're not going to want to be creative about anything, about like with your thoughts, with your words, with your actions. You're not going to be creative with any of the sort, okay? And then sexual dysfunction, we already know what that is. Just think of the ED. Erectile dysfunction, sexual dysfunction, can't get it up, can't climax, just not feeling in the mood to have any sexual activity, okay? Withheld intimacy, okay? Suppressing your emotions. Emotional isolation. A lot of people rather be, they'll be like, hey, I want to do this. I need to be by myself right now. Well, that's the worst thing. Why do you think they isolate us in jail cells, in prison, when we act up? They isolate us. They take us away from the public, or the general public, how they call it in prison, GP, general pop. But they take you away from there and isolate you. Why? Because if you're not in tune and you don't know how to be with self, you're gonna drive your fucking self crazy. If you don't know how to be with your own thoughts and control your own thoughts, and being in the darkness, because I know it don't be no light in them damn holes like that. That's why they call it a hole. But that's a hole, that man, like, y'all we gotta get in tune, man. I keep saying y'all, like I'm all the way in tune. I'm not all the way in tune yet, but I'm way more in tune than a lot of folks. So I'm going to continue to say we need to get in tune, because we are all one. All right? Chronic lower back pain, okay? And I know a lot of motherfuckers that got lower back pain. You might want to think about that sacral chakra and your root chakra. All of your chakras. But people don't think that these energy centers are a real thing. People don't think chakras exist. People don't even know what a chakra is. So that's just ignorance, man. I'm tired of giving y'all excuses on not waking up. If you ain't waking up yet, fuck you. For real. If you haven't woke up yet, fuck you. Because it's getting to the point the way y'all just choosing not to. You just be blatantly ignoring the information. So, alright. Arthritis. How many of you old folks got that? Even young folks got arthritis in their hands, ankles, and shit. shit, knees, shoulders. All right, but hip problems is another one. And then genital problems, which is erectile dysfunction. It could be a UTI. If you're having genital problems, think about your sacral chakra on a spiritual level. Okay, not on a physical plane. You can cleanse yourself spiritually and then cleanse your whole physical vessel. You can cleanse it from a spiritual aspect. But the Sanskrit name for the sacral chakra is SVADHISHTHANA. SVADHISHTHANA, okay? That's the sacral chakra, which means your own place. Okay? Now, when dealing with these chakras, y'all, and you're meditating, it's not, I keep telling y'all this and I can't stress this enough, it's not gonna happen ASAP. It's gonna take some time. It's gonna take some time for your chakras to balance out, depending on how dedicated you are and how in tune you are. The process could be a lot faster or a lot slower, but it's all up to you. Okay? All of this matters with you first. Oh, sorry, I'm a little tired. But now we're going to talk about when your sacral chakra is in balance, okay, versus it being out of balance. These are some things you're going to experience. When they're in balance, you feel creativity, joy, sexuality, you have a healthy sex life, prosperity, patience, fertility, and pleasure. Like, you'll have all those things on a positive level, all right? Well-balanced level. And who does, like, oh, excuse me, y'all, sorry. Still, like, it's early, man. I do not like getting up this early when I get back late. Get back at 7, but you gotta wake up at 3 in the morning. Man, I'll be ready to quit this damn job. Not even quit, just fucking leave. Like, they don't even pay me enough for the shit I be doing. But if I start complaining like everybody else, then what? I'm right in the boat with them motherfuckers who complain all the time. But the difference is I actually do my work. I actually show up to work to do my work. I do other motherfuckers' job. Anyways, that's besides the point. I know my work, my worth, and I know my worth versus my work ethic. And they don't pay me enough. But anyways, if you're unbalanced, all right, if your chakra's blocked, you're going to feel guiltiness, okay? You're going to be shy. I used to be shy a lot. Especially growing up, I used to be shy. Excuse me, till I got a girlfriend. Or what I thought was a girlfriend, you know? Because she wasn't a girlfriend. She wanted to have multiple boyfriends. So I had to learn that the hard way a couple of times. But irresponsible. How much of you motherfuckers out there is irresponsible? Work on that sacral. Work on that sacral. There's a lot of irresponsibility in the world. Tons of it. Now, sexual issues. There's plenty of sexual issues that we all have and go through. Okay? Your STDs. Oh boy, I'm tired. Your STDs, your erectile dysfunctions, your UTIs, your just infertilities, all of that, like, that's from a blocked sacral chakra. And you can think on a physical plane if you want to, and take more big pharma drugs instead of going to nature and taking her in itself, because you don't have to alter nothing. You probably gotta break some shit down to a different form of what it originally was, but you're not altering the DNA of no fruits and vegetables. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm telling you, I don't sleep much. I'll be up at 3 o'clock every morning when I don't even have to be. It's just sometimes earlier than that, 1 o'clock in the morning, I just be up, bro, like full of energy. I'm like, where does this come from? I want to sleep. But I'm talking about every day, man. Every day for the past, 2 years, 3 years. I've been waking up all types of morning, man. Not to mention that I got a morning job, but so my body's already used to it. Oh shit, excuse me. But when I don't get sleep, oh man, I'm likely to fall asleep driving to the work zone. Which I don't. You know, I might nod off every now and then, but I catch myself. But you experience allergies and eating disorders. That is that's basically what's going to happen to you when you have an unbalanced sacral chakra. Okay? Now, we're going to talk about how to open and balance your chakras, okay? And ways to do so when you know you have a blocked sacral, okay? But you can't just skip over the root. You can't skip over the root and go straight to the sacral chakra. You must know if your root chakra is blocked or unblocked. If it's balanced or imbalanced, okay? You must know that first before you move on to the sacral. It's important. It's important. You must not skip over your energy centers. You have to start with the root first and then the sacral, okay? Because they're counteractive. If you have a blocked root chakra, you might end up blocking your throat chakra and your solar plexus. Just off of what you did to block your root chakra. You see what I'm saying? So it's important to focus on one energy center at a time. Hensely, your root chakra comes first, and then your sacral. But one way to open your sacral is to get creative, because it is the creative energy center. So whenever you are being creative in thought or words or physical action, you're using the energy center of your sacral chakra. Okay? It's just that simple. It's just that simple. But one way to open and balance your sacral is to get creative. Okay? Embracing your creative flow is one of the most beneficial practices you can do when working with your sacral chakra. Do something you feel good about that isn't related to your job and that you don't feel the need to perfect when doing. Let it be both messy and beautiful. Okay? If that makes sense to you guys, let me know. If not, it just simply broke it down. Just do something you feel like you don't gotta perfect. Okay? Do something that's outside of your job that you really dislike going to every rising. Okay? Yeah, so get creative, be more creative, you guys. But it has to be something that you don't care about it being perfect. It could be something that comes with flaws too. Like I said, beautiful and messy. Okay? So that's just one way. That's just one way of opening opening your sacral chakra is to be more creative, because it is the creative energy center. Well, it's the center of creative energy. My fault, I said that. Well, vice versa, either way it sounds good. And then the next way, or another way, is to get in some water. Spend time in some water. Remember, the element of the sacral chakra is water, okay? So spend time in some water. The sacral chakra's associated element is water. And there are several powerful ways you can use water to connect with this energy center, okay? A warm bubble bath is a perfect way to honor your body. Oceans, lakes, rivers, and streams offer opportunities to connect with your sacral chakra. And I know this is going to be hard for most of our guys and goddesses, because y'all act like y'all don't know how to swim. That's because you never learned how. It is not hard to learn how to swim, you guys. And I'm tired of that stigmatism that they have on black communities, talking about we can't swim. Y'all didn't even let us in the goddamn pools. Y'all talking about we can't swim. Y'all won't allow us to swim. And certain black people too scared, too fearful to get in a big body of water, like an ocean or a lake, or a pond or a river. You know what I'm saying? I will jump in all of them motherfuckers quick, especially if I know the area. Like, I ain't jumping in all rivers, nor all ponds. Ponds carry leeches and all type of mosquitoes and bugs and parasites. Not saying the ocean and the rivers don't either, but ponds and lakes, it's danger in all of them motherfuckers except a pool. So I advise you to just stick with your bubble bath if you want to get connected with some water. But if you are adventurous and outgoing, yeah, go to a lake or ocean or a pond or a stream or some type of river and just enjoy your time being in there. But I've been in rivers. I don't think I've ever jumped in a pond. I've always been scared of ponds because I'm not no more, but I'm just fearful of, well, I'm not fearful. I'm just too smart to dive into a pond. You know what I'm saying? There's no telling what the fuck is in the pond. For one, the surfaces of ponds are always having algae on it, or some fucking lily pads, or some murky ass water. So you don't know what's under there. You see what I'm saying? So nah, I'm good on the ponds. But a lake, I will dive in. An ocean, I will dive in. And a river, I will dive in. Certain rivers, because rivers have gators. Well, where I'm at in North Carolina, they got gators. And I'm from South Carolina, we had gators. So, and snapping turtles and all that shit. So, I mean, just be one with water. Just, even if you can even go to the YMCA. The YMCA have pools. You can go to a kiddie pool. They got pools at resorts. They got jacuzzis. But yeah, just spend some time with some water, man. That's the element of the sacral chakra. So if you want to balance out that sacral energy, spend some time with some water. That's one way. And I love me some water. I love me some water. I can't get enough. I love swimming. Like I told y'all before in a previous video, I remember saying that I would sit at the bottom of the pool. I'd go to the deepest end, swim all the way down, or just float all the way down, and sit at the bottom of the pool and see how long I can hold my breath. And see how long I can hold my breath, and if I can get back up in time. But most of the time I would just sit down there at the end of the pool and just look at everybody else swimming. And just like try to be calm with myself. So I was basically meditating. I'd sit down at the pool Indian style, and I would basically meditate and watch everybody else swimming around. And most of the time I had my eyes closed too. So it wasn't no big deal. But get connected with water. That's a very important way. And it's not, and again, I'm not forcing you guys to do this. This is something you have your own free will of doing. If you want to continue to be fucked up in life, go ahead. I mean, to each his own, man. What you eat don't make me shit. So I ain't too much stressing if you want to do this or not. I know I'm working on this because I want to become a more evolved God than what I am now. But mirror work. And this one I would suggest and not suggest, because mirrors, the old school mirrors, the Victorian age mirrors, those were portals. Those were portals. But now we have mirrors that's made with silica sand. Still a portal. It's still a portal. But I wouldn't play around in front of a mirror too much. They didn't make the Bloody Mary for no reason. They didn't make Candyman movies for no reason. There's something on the other side of the mirror. Trust and believe that. But anyways, mirror work. First, stand in front of the mirror and look yourself in the eyes. If possibly, try to use a mirror that shows at least half of your body. Bring a gentle smile to your lips. And as you're looking yourself in the eyes, start complimenting yourself. Affirm all the things you love about yourself, both inside and out. And this is something that I told you guys to do every rising. Whenever you go in that mirror and look in that mirror, just to tell yourself that you love yourself. Thank yourself for guiding yourself through all these trials and tribulations that you made it through. Yes, you had the help and the work of your ancestors too to guide you, but you couldn't do it without you. It's you controlling this vessel, not nobody else. It's you making these choices and decisions, not nobody else. It's you living your life, not nobody else. So whenever you stand in front of that mirror, thank yourself from time to time. Tell yourself that you love yourself. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. And mean it. From the heart, mean it. Look yourself in the eyes and say that you love yourself. And start treating yourself better. People down themselves all the time, and it's a terrible way to talk to your vessel. Terrible way to talk to these trillions of cells that make up the vessel, who listen to the energy coming off our tongue. You manifest what you speak, and that's true. That's true. Y'all should know this by now. Uplifting affirmations. Again, positive affirmations are numero uno. That's like one of the number one things to do when living life on a daily basis. Speak positive. Think positive, which will manifest positivity in your life. Can't stress that enough. Positive affirmations are a powerful way to lift your vibrations and align yourself with the energy you want to attract. For Sacrel Chakra healing, focus on words that affirm your joy, creativity, passion, prosperity, openness, sensuality, and sexuality. So use affirmations that resonate with those specific areas or emotions. Okay? And I'm going to go over some affirmations next. But these are just some ways to open and balance your chakra. Okay? And my favorite one so far is the water. Like I love water. Even though my element is air, I love water. That's probably my second nature, water. Other than being outside with the earth itself. But another way to open and balance your sacral is dancing. Yeah, a lot of you like dancing. Most of you can't dance. So, but all gods and goddesses should have some rhythm. Even if it's an offbeat rhythm, it's still rhythm. I'm not gonna judge you whether if you can dance or not, because dancing is just moving your body, whether it's on beat or off beat. To each his own, man. When your sacral chakra is blocked, you may feel withdrawn, tense, negative, or fearful. Dancing is one of the best ways to allow energy to flow freely throughout the body as you release any tension you may be holding within. Okay? So dance. Get loose. Okay? I'm not much of a dancer. I dance when I get happy or when I'm eating some good food. Or just, if I'm in a good mood, point blank, period. But other than that, man, I don't really be dancing. I lie. I do act silly sometimes. To do like little silly dances to make my lady laugh. But other than that, I don't dance too much, because I don't do too much things that require dancing. You know what I'm saying? I'm at work half the goddamn day, so my day gone. Then we got me cooking. And I'll definitely dance if I'm cooking. I'm not even gonna cap, because most of the times I'm listening to music anyway, my music. By the way, God-given gifts 13 is out, 14 is on the way. For those of you who know, you know what time it is when it comes to them God-given gifts. And that's just, that's my mixtape. Me and my bro God, Humble Poor Wild. That's our mixtape. It's called God-Given Gifts. We made 13 of them so far. We ain't stopping till we reach 100. You feel me? And that's on God himself. On the God in me. We ain't stopping till we reach 100. We got so much stuff in the stash, but that's besides the point, y'all. That's another day. I can talk about our music and how it reflects upon enlightenment. You know what I'm saying? Waking up the masses. That's what's in our music. So if you would like to, feel free to check out some of the God-Given Gift series. It's 13 tapes. Pick one. You know what I'm saying? But dancing is a way to opening and balancing your sacral chakra. Okay? Another way is meditation. Again, to me that's like the number one way into doing any of this. Is meditation. So basically you want to master that. You want to master meditation. Okay? Because once you're able to master that, oh my God, so many doors are open for you. So much more things that happen in your life if you just learn meditation and master it. Learning to go within, man. One sacral chakra healing practice is to envision a bright orange glowing orb in your lower abdomen, okay? As you breathe in, see the orb getting bigger. As you breathe out, see the orb. As you breathe out, see it getting brighter. Okay, so when you're breathing in, it gets bigger. When you're breathing out, it gets brighter. Okay, so envision it getting brighter as you're breathing out. Okay, you might also choose to envision living a day in the life as your truest, most authentic self with the open and balanced sacral chakra. So also when you're meditating, envision yourself with the open and balanced chakra. And I guess they want you to do this with all the chakras when you're meditating, because they tell you to do the same thing with the root chakra. Envision yourself with the open and balanced root chakra, meaning being unfearful of anything. You know what I'm saying? Envision yourself with the root chakra. Envision yourself with security. You know, envision yourself not being insecure with things that go on in your life. But with your sacral, you want to envision yourself with the open and balanced sacral chakra. So being more creative, being prosperitable, Those type of things. Okay? That's one way. And then another way is to write a letter to your inner child. And a lot of these chakras are going to want you to connect with your inner child. We all have one, y'all. We all have an inner child. Whether you know it or not, we all have an inner child. And it's important for us to connect with who we once were, if that makes sense. Okay? Take some time to sit and write a letter to your inner child. Affirm to this part of you that it's safe to be creative. Encourage them to play more and do things that bring them joy. Was there something you always wish as an adult? I mean, was there something as a child that you always wished an adult would tell you? Would tell yourself this now. Just like how people always say, like, damn, I wish I could have told my youngest out. Damn, I wish I knew this when I was younger. Damn, I wish I could have told myself this when I was younger. Going back in time. You still can do that. You still can do that. Maybe not on a physical plane, but spiritually and mentally you can do that. You can talk to your inner child. You can talk to who you once were. It's a past version of you. How are you not going to be able to talk to them? But that's only if you're in tune with self. You got to be in tune with self in order to speak to your past lives. Man, if only y'all knew, man, how important this stuff is. This is very important shit. I'm not up here blabbering and wasting my time and energy trying to get this out to y'all for no reason. I could be damn self-disciplining myself and focusing on shit I need for myself. But I want the world to know this stuff. Because as a God, I know that we are all one. And I know that I can't do this by myself. I know that it's going to take an army in order to make a change. So why not spread knowledge and wisdom? Peace and love. Why not? It ain't gonna hurt me. Only thing that can come from that is good. So of course I'm gonna continue down the path I'm on. I ain't stopping for nobody. But just know I'm not waiting for no one either. Oh, no. Okay, so write a letter to your inner child. Okay? That's a way to open your sacral chakra. And then we have journaling. Again, most of these chakras are going to expect you to do some journaling about yourself in order to be more connected with your sacral chakra. Because again, this is a journey of self. Okay? You can do it with a partner, but y'all both have y'all own separate journeys. Whether you know it or not, y'all both have y'all own separate journeys. Y'all own separate paths. So it's imperative that you do this for self and only for self. But journaling. With the sacral chakra, you can use journal prompts that are dedicated to connecting with the sacral chakra. Another powerful practice is to write down sacral chakra affirmations, feeling the uplifting and positive emotions of words as you write them. Okay? Because you can feel words. Don't they say words hurt? Or the truth hurts? And what is the truth? Nothing but a compilation of words compiled together to form a couple of sentences. Okay? You can even make your own journaling to get creative. Do you have an awesome idea for a movie or TV show? Write down the plot in your journal. Because that can also help. Remember, it's the creative energy center. Okay, so be creative with things that you're doing on a daily basis. With your thoughts, your actions, and your words. I'm not joking when I tell you these things, man. I'm in tune. I know these things are possible. And it ain't even no possible. I know these things are facts because there ain't no myths behind none of this shit. This is all facts. Actual factuals that we need to be in tune with. So yes, get creative in journaling. I'm writing a book now. It's called The Creeps. I have 11 chapters. There's 30 total. I have the concepts of all the rest of the 19 chapters. All I have to do is sit on my ass and write it. But I'd be so tired when I get off this JOB that I don't really feel like sitting up. I'm in a truck all day, sitting in a truck all day, setting up work zones, traffic control work zones. So when I get home, I don't want to be sitting still any longer. I want to be moving. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm moving on a daily basis with my daily job, but I'm not moving enough as I want to. You know what I'm saying? Then I get home and I'm still not moving because I'm tired. So it fucks with me mentally. And it makes me become less creative. Like, I got so much songs in the stash. I got so much music I need to be writing. I got music videos I need to be working on. And I'm also writing this book, which I plan on making into a movie or an anime series. And I prefer to make every chapter a TV show, a television show, or an episode. So every chapter is an episode for the anime series. Because it's going to be a pretty big fucking book. I'm not sure if I can fit all of that into a movie. You know how movies are. They like to take shit out the book and they don't go by the script. You know what I'm saying? So, no. I'd rather do it an anime because the anime is the closest thing. If you're writing a book, or if you're writing some type of sci-fi type of book, if you wanted to make it on film, they're going to cut pieces and bits out that book. Especially if it's a 30 chapter book and you're fitting that into a 2-hour movie. Come on now. Of course you're not going to get everything in there. But this book, I really see it being an anime. It's a sci-fi / action and adventure book, okay? Or comic, because I might make it a comic book first and then an anime. Because if I can get the comic out there and people fuck with the comic, I know the anime series, television series, I just got to find a graphic designer or a cartoonist and link up with one of them and see if they can. But my girl draws, so, and she's got the drawings for me, so I don't need no graphic designer. She is the graphic designer. And she's doing it off of love. I don't got to pay her. But yes, I'm writing a book. It's called The Creeps. CREEPZ. And it's about a family of cyborgs just trying to live a normal life after they escaped from the life that they were living. Very, 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 very good book. And I'm not even finished with it yet. Halfway finished with it yet. And the amount of detail that's in it, it's insane. Just think of my music. If you listen to my music, ChiicoDank. If you listen to ChiicoDank, then you'll know how my book is gonna be. Because some of y'all can't even fathom what's in my music. You have a hard time understanding some of the shit that's in my music. I don't blame you, because it's way above average. It ain't no ordinary hip hop. Me or my bro God humble. Humble, poor, wild, I love you forever, bro God. For real, for real. You showed me a whole different course with this music. A whole different path with this music. Because I was teetering between the trap shit and the uplifting music. So when I met him, he's pushing more music. All his music is uplifting. So I had to get on that wave so we can have some kind of compatibility on the track, you know what I'm saying? so we don't be. I mean, and it's still we sound like two completely different artists. It's not like we sound the same like all these rest of these niggas. No, we're talking about the same thing on two different levels, if that makes sense. Okay. But that's besides the point. Back to your sacral chakra. Now we're going to focus on some affirmations of the sacral, okay? Some affirmations of the sacral chakra is, I am open to the flow of creativity. And the when you're speaking on affirmations with the sacral chakra, it's I feel. Okay? Or I do, my fault, I do. I feel is the root chakra, I believe. But some more affirmations are, I am creative, passionate, and inspired. Okay? My emotions flow freely and in balance in a healthy way. I live a creative, vibrant, and passionate life. I deeply respect and honor my I deeply respect and honor my sacred body. Okay? I honor my own divine prosperity. I honor my own divine sensuality. I am a sensual and passionate being. I am cultivating a beautiful life free of stress, worries, or fear. I deserve absolute and unconditional bliss. I make space in my life for play. I radiate passion and prosperity. I embrace life with vigor and passion. Limitless joy is my birthright. And I embrace intimacy with others, and I honor my desires. These are just some affirmations, okay? These are just some affirmations. Okay? So you don't have to be like this. You don't have to be doing this if you don't want to. Like I said, I'm not forcing anybody to do anything that they don't want to. But I'm just letting you know that it's imperative for us to know these things about your energy centers so you can have a better life in living. A better life for self. Because who wants to sit around and be stressed and depressed all day? Hurting and aching all day? Worried all day? In fear all day? Who wants to live like this? Like, and I honestly believe some of y'all actually want to live like this. And you don't want to change anything. I'm here to tell you, man, your time is coming to where since you want to be living like this and you think it's A-okay, your time is coming to where you're going to realize that none of this shit is okay that they're doing. None of it. It's not okay the way you're living. It's not okay the way we're being treated. It's not okay how things are in this world right now. We must get in tune with who we really are. We gotta start meditating. We gotta do our shadow work. We gotta open our chakras. We gotta achieve Christ consciousness. Gods and goddesses, this is a must. This isn't something you just come across and think about doing. No, this is a must. We must do this. Or you will forever be stuck in this matrix. That's until it crashes. But the more you be complacent with it, the more it's going to stay up. The more we break away from it, the faster it's going to shut down. You get what I'm saying? So get in tune, you guys. Get in tune with your sacral chakras. With your sacral chakra, your root chakra, your solar plexus chakra, your throat chakra, your heart chakra, your third eye chakra, and your crown chakra. Get in tune with these things. I'm going to be going over the solar plexus chakra tomorrow. Okay? Because I keep saying it's imperative that we know these things. That we don't take lightly to these things, to learning none of these things. We need to take heed to learning this stuff as soon as possible, because the faster you learn this stuff, the better off you'll be in life. I promise you. There's nothing you should want more other than waking up. Or becoming that awakened soul that you once were. There's nothing more important than that right now. To me, there's nothing more important than becoming an awakened soul. Knowing that my vibratory level is vibing high and that it cannot be affected by any demonic energies or entities. I live for that day. I live for the day when this matrix shuts down and break down and we can go back to what we were doing. For once, we can actually be free again. Doing what we want. Not being told what to do. Not doing what we want to and having to live by consequences behind the actions that we were doing. Not to mention there's so much fakeness in the world. Like, nothing is as it seems, yo. There's so much fakeness in the world. That's another reason why it's important to get these chakras balanced out. That way you can see all of this shit from a bird's eye view. From a distance, you'll be able to feel it. And if you vibing high enough, y'all, I promise no deities, I keep saying deities, no entities or no demonic energies or spirits will be able to come near you. They wouldn't even be able to stand your presence. If you're doing this stuff right, man. Because this is not for play. We're dealing with energy here that walks with karma. So whatever you put into the world, you're guaranteed to get it back. So if you want to be fucked up your whole life and continue to have blocked chakras, go ahead. I don't put it past you. If you want to be a low-life human being or a low-life god or goddesses, a low-life god or goddess, go ahead. Feel free. I ain't gonna stop you. Because the path I'm on is for enlightenment only. That's the journey I'm on. Growth, change. A path where I spread peace and love, knowledge and wisdom. Okay? That's the path I'm simply on. That's why I'm going to continue to uplift and enlighten all of my fellow peers, family and friends. Well, family, because I don't really have friends. If I call you my family, you my friend, pretty much. If I call you my friend, you my family, and vice versa. But that's if I trust you enough. If I call you my bro God, you definitely, you know what I'm saying? You definitely in the heart somewhere. If I call you my friend or like some shit like that, my homie or some shit like that, you just on the physical plane with me. If I call you my bro God, we connected spiritually, on the spiritual level. You feel me? But that's all I really want to talk about today is just the sacral chakra. Okay? Because I want y'all to get more comfortable with these chakras and knowing what they are and what they do and what they're capable of. I need y'all to get more comfortable with this. With these things. Damn, but my brain is foggy. I'm trying to use one word, but my mouth's saying it another way. Mixing it with the word I wanted to use versus the word my mouth wanted to say. It's retarded. My damn brain is... It's like I said, I'm up early, man. I'm doing this, so bear with me, y'all. Bear with me, man. Like, I barely got... I was up way before 3. Like, I was up at, like, 1:30, 2 o'clock this morning. And that's almost on a daily basis. No matter what time I go to sleep, I'm going to wake up before 5 o'clock. I guarantee you. It never fails. And it's just... It's annoying when you don't sleep enough. You know what I'm saying? When you give half the day to this fucking white man job, and then you gotta come home, deal with the stuff at home, and then finally unwind and get some rest. Yeah. It's a lot. But like, I'm strong-willed, so I don't give up easily. And my body might be tired, but my mind isn't exhausted. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being physically tired. Excuse me. As long as my mental ain't tired. And you see my mental is on A1 this morning. And it's always like, not this morning, it's rising. It's always like that every rising. My brain be sharp as hell in the morning. I keep wanting to say morning. I'm so accustomed to saying it. This rising, my brain is so sharp during the risings. It's like, this is where I need to do most of my activities. Like my meditating and my journaling or yoga or pranayama or like just working on my chakras or studying and learning more information. Like I'm always in class, y'all. Don't get it wrong. Don't get it twisted. Don't think I'm just sitting around handing y'all this information. Some of this shit I already knew. Been new for a long time. And some of this shit I'm just getting in depth with more. You know what I'm saying? And some of this shit is brand new to me. But rarely it comes to me as brand new. Because we are all knowing. You know what I'm saying? And if you hear something and it resonates with your soul, you know it's true. And the moment you go against that, that's when shit start going bad for you. When you don't listen to that little voice in your head, that's when things start going sour. But I only say that to say this, y'all. It's time. It's time to wake up. It's time. Okay? But I'm your host, ChiicoDank. This has been the Untold Truth 369. And I'll catch you next time. Peace and love to all the gods and goddesses on planet Kai. Peace and love to everyone vibing high. And peace and love to all the high vibing human beings. Peace and love, you guys. It's ChiicoDank. I'm out.
The Untold Truth 369.